Do you want to learn how to make the best possible start in Anno 1800 and start making money? Then you are watching the right video for you. My name is Peter and let me show and explain what a perfect start looks like in Anno 1800. When you claim your first island, you start a race against the AI traders, so you need to act fast and know the exact build order for production chains. That is why, after placing your starting road and connecting your trade post to your market, you set a dozen or so homes next to it. Then you set up a double lumber and timber production chain to secure a constant flow of this basic construction material. You then go back to your market and add even more homes next to it so you can get more farmer workforce. You can use this time to send out your flagship to explore the map after offloading all the extra timber and other supplies to your trade post. With this done, add one more lumber and timber production building and wait for more farmers to build a fishery. Once again, add more farmer homes. This will provide all the food needs for a while. Now you need to get to 100 farmers to unlock the Schnapps and clothing production chains. You can prepare the road in advance next to your trade post, as you will use it to receive the finished goods shipments. Now build the potato farm and the sheep farm away from the trade post, and then the Schnapps distillery and framework knitters closer to the trade post, so you can store the first shipments of raw resources right away. If you miss them, you will lose valuable time sending them from the trade post back to the production buildings. There are a lot more tricks about saving time and making efficient production chains, which you can check out here on my channel in the video I will link up here on the right and in the description below. Now it is a waiting game to get those schnapps and clothing to your farmers. In the meantime, you can add one more timber production chain, keep the sawmills close to the warehouse for faster deliveries, and keep exploring the map to find all the traders and other NPCs, as you will get quests from them. Now use your timber to build a pub and make the farmers happy, and plan for a fire station soon. You can use the blueprint mode until you have enough timber for it. When all the needs of the farmers are met, you can finally turn them into workers. This immediately unlocks new buildings and production chains, out of which your first goal is to make bricks. You will need to set up one clay pit, which requires 50 workers, and a brick factory, which requires 25, which means you need to convert many more farmhouses into workers' homes. Finishing off with a new warehouse to receive the finished bricks, and add one more brick factory as the clay pit produces twice as fast as they do. At this point, your demand level for schnapps will be near the production maximum, so you will need to add one more production chain for it. Clothing will not be far behind, so double that production chain as well. Now you need even more population, as you need to start producing sausages for the workers. For sausages, you first need pig farms on which farmers will work. One chain will be enough for now, so one pig farm and one slaughterhouse. Fish is the next good you will start to run low on, so double up on that as well. Satisfying all the workers' needs will require building a lot more buildings, most of which require bricks. This is why you will need to double the brick production chain, add more farmers, and convert even more of them to workers. Now, with a good production of bricks, you need to start a bread production chain. First, build 2 grain farms, since the flour mill has double the production speed of those farms. Add the mentioned flour mill, and after that you will need 2 bakeries, as they produce bread slower than the mill produces the flour. Keep adding new farmers and upgrade old ones to workers. Make sure to cover the new production chains with fire stations, as you will never know when disaster might strike. To give your economy and construction projects a boost, you can buy some bricks and steel beams from a trader called Sir Archibald Blake and bring it back to your home island. If you have been enjoying this video, please do not mind me reminding you to hit that like button below and leave a comment about what is the hardest thing for you in Anno 1800. You could also subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. Soon you will want and need to settle a new island and build ships. For this reason, you need to add more sheep farms and a sail maker. Using the extra bricks you brought, you can build a church to make workers even happier and have more of them come to your island. Once again, you should increase the production of schnapps and clothing. Now you're ready to settle a new island. If possible, grab one with hops fertility, as you will need it for beer production. But if not, get one with potatoes, grains and peppers. Bring more timber, build a small town fast, and employ farmers in the timber production chain. Your aim is to make this second island produce everything farmers can make: grain, potatoes, schnapps, clothing, fish, timber, etc. You will produce massive amounts here and send it to your other islands by trade routes. Just make sure to leave a bit of it for the citizens producing it all, by setting up a minimal amount to keep at the island's trade post. If you have a clay pit on that second island, upgrade some farmers into workers and have them work in the clay pit and the brick factories. Finally, you will be ready to build a shipyard and construct your own trade ships. These you will need to make those trade routes operational. Now add a soap production chain to make workers even happier and use the excess soap you make to sell off to the prison for a fat profit margin. You can now start to remove farmer exclusive production buildings from the home island and transfer that production over to the second island. The timber and fish production chains first, then the schnapps and clothing as well. Keep expanding the farmer population on that second island to have all the necessary workforce. Once you convert the now unemployed farmers on the first island into workers, start the steel beams production chain. Build an iron mine, get coal from a charcoal kiln or coal mine, and build a foundry. The steelworks comes last. Expand on this chain with more buildings as the production rate is slow, and you need some of the steel for cannons, as you will need to construct gunboats and frigates to guard your trade ships from pirates. This will be your introduction into naval combat, and if you would like to see my tips on this subject, I will link a video up here on the right and in the description below. You can expand the soap production as you need more of it now, and you will also want to sell more of it to the prison warden. More workers means more sausages and soon even more bread. If you did manage to secure an island with hops fertility, start a beer production chain, and if you haven't, you can do it later. Another way to earn more money is to keep constructing ships and selling them to Sir Archibald Blake, who is one of the NPC traders. Your second island should now take over fish, schnapps and clothing production completely, and soon you should take over sausages and soap once you have enough workers. This will soon mean that you will need to move the fish and timber production chains to yet another island, as you will need more and more workers on your second one. At this point, you are building warships, have satisfied almost all the needs of the workers and are ready to turn them into artisans. If at any point during the game you feel overwhelmed, you can save the game, look around, think about what you should do next, and then load back to that save. And you can also come back to my channel and check out some of my other tutorial guides and tips about this great game. Thank you for watching and happy gaming!